Okay. So there's a dead woman in there.
Newspapers
We've
lay
all seen her.
scattered in molding heaps.
We don't need to see her again.
Newspapers lay scattered in molding heaps.
So, we will not go in the room. It randomly crashed last time.
Jack?
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to
Put some of his
startle.
audio out there.
Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private
Oh, I
detective.
remember how
My
it
client's a
crashed
friend of
last
the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay. Maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Bit hot, this food. Doesn't mean you can have it, dog. Right. So it crashed last time because I tried to skip the cutscene conversation. What were we doing?
Keep your trap shut. I won't tell him anything.
I won't tell him anything.
Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham. Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He
I
was
think
all
he's
over the
lying.
Arkham press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
Oh.
He isn't gonna spill with anything useful.
That's funny. I thought I could get my room. Ah, of course. I need to go see Zadok, give him the bottle that I got. Just got to remember which street it's down. So he's down here.
Shall never scare the mariner in the wind.
Drinks like a hero.
Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring and anchoring in Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Morbid where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that would answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet. Till that artful night of 46. Themselves outside reckon out it being a riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Look, old man. I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy of strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
Oh. Steady on, big fella.
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dark Street. Then you'll see. For definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Okay.
From what I've seen of Innsmouth, I bet they don't get many takers.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
So, in order to get a good rating at the end of the game, you're not supposed to save very often. Unfortunately, because it's flaky as fuck on PC, I am going to be saving often, so the rating is going to be way down. Ironically, it plays better on the Xbox, the original Xbox, than on anything else. So, poorhouse. Oh, I need to go to Dock Street.
It's unlocked.
this how you get to Dock Street?
If I see you without fire, I'll report your order.
Oh, don't say nothing.
I'm not saying nothing. Hey.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Please stop bothering me, stranger.
Do you need any help? Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse. It won't open.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything. This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute.
No, sweet. Ah.
Her sleep is restless and erratic.
Cool. Skira's contract's being extended at work, so excellent news. Come on. Thank you. God.
The old woman's dead. It won't open. It won't budge.
Clearly don't like heights.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
It won't open. It won't open.
I suppose there's a safe point anywhere near here. The fuck? Whoa. Yep, that fucked me up.
It won't budge.
Okay, I've just got to hope it doesn't crash then.
It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. It won't open. An old chest of drawers. Nothing of interest.
I must be going fucking batshit here. So this was the original bit. So 1915, victim of success. For the last 5 cases of fast papers have been calling me a local hero, but I've just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. Just another cop doing his job. Disturbance in local residents, why a bunch of kids hopped on moonshine. Excuse me, why call him detective? Maybe the uniform boys are sort of being out in this weather and they want to share the joy with the local hero. Not the first good-natured prank I've had since taking those newspaper reports. I don't know though, something doesn't feel right. It's more than just regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain what's wrong. I'm probably just tired. These dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must be a month at least. Right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. Dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helped at first, but not anymore. Lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I better be going. Better get going. Okay. 1916 to 21, completely unable to record what led to my confinement in the Arkham Asylum. Not the Batman Arkham Asylum, that's named after this. Or what happened to the 6 years between my 2 visits there. They tell me I had some kind of personality exchange that night in Boston. They watched me for a while, excuse me. Decided I wasn't dangerous and let me go. After 6 years I switched back, just as mysteriously. They admitted me again, found nothing wrong, and here I am. Among the personal effects that returned to me is a leather-bound journal. Perhaps it'll tell me what's forgotten. Looking in the journal, all I can find in my life as a police detective. There's no hint of any illness or mental strain or anything else that could explain my change of personality, but equally sudden recoveries that still baffles the doctors. However, a number of pages have been torn from the journal. Who did it or why, I can't tell. Did I destroy them myself to suppress some horrific memory? Did the asylum staff judge their contents detrimental to my treatment? Why was part of my life erased? What is it that I can't remember? Who wants it to stay forgotten? Is it a precaution to protect my sanity, or the key to something I need? Okay. This was the... Yep, that was the first one, and that's about the job. That's the sermon. So the Boston Globe, inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters in the order-looking Boston residents will need to introduction to the Fellowship of Yith, or whatever the cult's name is. For those who have not encountered this mysterious semi-religious group before, few words of explanation are necessary. Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, it shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number are headquartered in the states of New England, where the pilgrims themselves sought a new world free of religious persecution. The question must be asked, at what point does a religion become a cult, and its trusting adherents, not to mention the blameless neighbours, become victims? That is the question of this journal poses in regard to the Fellowship of Yith. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters has diligently sought out the truth behind this so-called church. Its origins are somewhat mysterious, the more so since the group's leaders declined to be interviewed or to assist in our investigation in any way. However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by one Victor Holt, based on a revelation he had received from beyond the confines of this world. Holt had not been seen for almost 6 years. His fellows apparently believe that he's communing with mysterious powers behind his faith, and that he is shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless, if eccentric, spiritual group, little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near the Fellowship's headquarters tell of a different, more sinister story. The adherents of the obscure sect are to be found loitering on street corners, casting menacing glances at their innocuous neighbours, and frequently engaging in acts of petty crime which local police seem powerless to prevent or redress. Strange lights have been observed burning in the windows. Oh God! Of the old house at all hours of the day and night. They change their colour unpredictably and cast weird, unintelligible shadows, even more disturbing than the noises which have been heard to issue from this mysterious building. Include chanting and earthly music, and worst of all, screams like lost souls in agony. Many of the sect's neighbours are convinced that the services include human sacrifices or similar atrocities. Those who dared complain to the police were told that because the house is private or property and because there's no concrete evidence of any wrongdoing, the most they could do is file a noise complaint. Are the horrors of Salem being reenacted in our city more than 2 centuries on? Is this Fellowship of Yith engaging in the unspeakable and criminal acts of worship involving torture and saxophones? Why is nothing being done to ease the fear and distress they cause to the local community? This goes on. Sourcing the police department and speaking on the condition of anonymity, tell the Globe that the Fellowship is suspected of involvement in a number of local crimes, but so far the lack of evidence and the reluctance of nervous witnesses to come forward have thought of any official investigation. Very well, we say, where the police cannot or will not investigate, the Globe shall continue to act in the interest of Boston citizens, fearlessly and exposing the truth about this so-called church and its followers. Our findings will be published in these pages over the following months so that all may know the truth. Editor's note: it is with great sorrow that the Globe announces the death of reporter Howard Addlestone, who is leading the paper's investigation of the Fellowship of Yig, when he apparently drowned in the Boston Harbour. The coroner has ruled the death suicide. Our condolences go out to his family. Now, if you go right back to the beginning, Yith, 1909. I can advertise it. Thieves robbed First National Grocery Store in Innsbruck, breaking down the door, forcing on the cash register. The newly appointed manager Brian Burnham has been missing since shortly before the robbery. Very disturbing turn of events as a regional manager. Sodium recently opened. First National Grocery had high hopes for its success, given the general lack of modern stores and amenities in Innsmouth. Robbery is a definite setback. More worrying still is the fact that the branch manager remains unaccounted for. Innsmouth authorities could not be reached for comment. The diary. Brian. So this is the guy we're looking for. Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure. Another slow day at the store. At first I thought people were staying away because First National isn't local, but I haven't seen anyone going to any other stores either. Come to that, I haven't seen any other stores open for business. This place is deader than dead. Still, won't be long before I'm out of here, before we're both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open Old Man Waite's safe, take a car, and then it's New York City. Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it. Innsmouth Courier, 19th of June, 1846. Innsmouth patrician arrested. Tales of heathen ceremonies. Obed Marsh, the head of Innsmouth's wealthy and influential Marsh family, now sits in the jail cell accused of devil worship and other unspeakable practices. The whole community is left in a state of shock by the horrifying revelations that accompanied the arrest. Readers will no doubt be aware of the deep reservations expressed by the Courier's editorship of other decent citizens concerning the esoteric order of Dagon, which was founded by Captain Marsh after his return from the South Seas and said to be based on a primitive religion he encountered amongst the uneducated natives of certain Pacific islands. Jesus, I'm not tired, just the reading is making me yawn. How ridiculous is that? Captain's arrest seems to lend strength to those suspicions, and a full investigation is expected to unearth more. Rackham Advertiser, dated 7th of February 1922, which is today in the game. Innsmouth robbery, missing manager accused. Yesterday's edition we reported a burglary at recently opened First National. The case took a new turn as authorities in the town named Brian Burnham store's manager as a suspect. Burnham's not been seen since the robbery and is thought to have left the area. It's a very straightforward case, said Chief Constable Andrew Martin in response to inquiries by the Advertiser. This young man simply robbed his employer and fled. I imagine he's out of the county by now, if not the state. The Chief Constable dismissed concerns expressed by First National Groceries Regional Manager Arthur Anderson that Burnham may have been kidnapped or injured. So this was the narcotic manuscripts. Manuscript was medieval, claims to be a translation from classical Greek, far older work from before the time of the first humans. Pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. Legible sections tell the history of unthinkably distant antiquity. The speaker brace is so strange to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, mental projection, the great race of Yith makes you dizzy just to read it. So, we're caught up on all the documents. I'll try and do those as I pick them up. So, oh yeah.
An old chest of drawers. It won't open.
I remember now.
The door's bolted shut.
All of those noises are not good. All of those noises put together are even worse.
There's blood and scrape marks on the walls. Looks like a diary.
So, because it's a diary, we'll read it now. The Diary of Thomas Waite. Last entry of the diary is from today. It reads, another sleepless night. I lay awake listening to the movements of that thing that I married, pacing about her locked room. Damn the historic order of Dagon, damn the oaths, and damn the town fathers for not hanging Obed Marsh when they had the chance. No, burning him and his whole filthy clan, which could abandon my sham of a marriage, leave the store to rot and start a new life far, far away, but I'm trapped here. Every time I look at Ramona, I know it. Watching her sleep in her beauty and innocence, my heart feels like breaking. She has no idea what she will become. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her birth gave me such joy, but much of it so much that I still use the month, day and year as a phone number combination for my safe, in that order, starting clockwise. Yesterday was her 10th birthday, so it told me what date it was dated at the beginning. The last entry is dated from today, so that's the 7th of the 2nd, 22. But this is American, so much that I use the month, day and year. So 2/7/22 as a 4-number combination for my safe, in that order, starting clockwise. So that'd be clockwise to 2, counterclockwise to 7, clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay. It's though I'm trying to preserve that date forever and deny the inevitable horror. Sometimes I think of killing her, an act of mercy, but before she starts before she starts to manifest the horror. God forgive me, she is my daughter. I could never harm her. She is blameless in all this. When the time comes, Innsmouth will be the only place for her, and until then I must stay here to watch over her. It is my penance, my atonement for creating a life with her chosen mother. After she joins them, if the grief does not kill me, my life will be my own once more. Not that I know how I'll have the strength to go on without her.
Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack.
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Waite. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It don't collect some blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
As you do.
It won't budge. It's Ramona's coloring book.
This will be fucked up, won't it? Drawings that fill Ramona's book are like things from a nightmare. It's hard to believe that a young child could imagine such horrors. Pictures of strange and natural creatures, crudely drawn but still able to provoke visceral feelings of revulsion. One of them is captured with the word mother. What can it mean? Profoundly disturbing images raise grave concerns about the girl's state of mind. Well, I'm more concerned about the state of the rest of her at the moment. They're still dead. Ooh.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Looking a bit rough. I don't know how to. I don't know. Ah, do you just... No. Ah, you do. So why didn't it work before? Thought it crashed again. Okay. Save point. Oh.
It won't open. It won't open.
Fucking hell. Yeah. As yesterday, so I do need to save, because if this crashes... Oh no!
Constable, what's with the blockade?
You better be minding your own affairs.
What have you done with Tom Waite?
Them police affairs have nothing to warrant your concern.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast.
Bastard. I need to save the fucking game. Because if it crashes, I'm not going to be happy. Well, I wasn't a safe point in the poorhouse either.
Will you be leaving soon?
This bus ain't going nowhere tonight, fella. Engine's blown, you see. Have to wait till morning.
Damn. Is there another bus out of Innsmouth?
No, but there's a hotel behind it. Gilman will have board for the night.
Ha. Save it. Let's close these.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
Aye, I'm plenty sure you are.
I want a room.
There's still some loose ends that need
Ugh.
tying up before checking in for the night.
Like what?
I already told you. It'll be at least tomorrow morning before we can get off. It's the hotel behind me, or the gunner. Take your pick.
It won't budge. It won't open. These are the offices of a local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. It's the first national grocery store.
Can't go that way.
It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It's unlocked.
Huh. Oh, this is the key that he gave me. This is his store. Well.
Nothing of interest.
Just
Nope, nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. It won't open. You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth. Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
okay. So clockwise. Two. 7. 2. 2.
That's not right.
It was right.
must have made a mistake.
Let's try the other way then. 2. Shit.
I must have made a mistake. That's not right.
It is fucking right. Two 722. His daughter's birthday, day, month, year, but he puts it in month, day, year because he's a stupid American. Oh, hang on. So, of course, she's not born now. She's born 922. So 10 years, 912. So, hang on. But the days may be wrong. Yesterday was the 10th, so that's fucking... So it's 7612. So I need to get that off 2. Right, it's not 7612, it's 2.
I must have made a mistake.
612. Yeah. So 2 6 1 2.
I must have made a mistake.
What?
That's not right.
Go this way then. 2 6 1 2. That wasn't
Yes,
fucking
that's
clockwise. Fucking right, saving.
The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words Book of Dagon.